Namaste.
Namaste.
The video you are going to watch. It is based on the biography of Lord Shree Ram. Biography of Lord Shree Ram teaches the art of living life with restraint and sacrifice even in difficult times. So let's start. This story is from Awadh. And very old. There was a very beautiful village, on the banks of river Sarayu, in Awadh. Ayodhya is truly a sight worth seeing, as if it does not have another name. Only the palace in Ayodhya was not grand, each of its buildings was luxurious. Common people's houses were grand, roads were wide, beautiful gardens, lakes filled with water, waving greenery in the fields. The crops swaying and the wind played with the waves of the Sari river. Ayodhya was a prosperous city in every way. Prosperity was scattered in every nook and corner. All were happy, all were prosperous. Ayodhya had forgotten sorrow and poverty. Ram's city Ayodhya was completely unique, amazing and picturesque. Ayodhya had to be like this. It was the capital of Kaushal kingdom. King Dasharatha lived there. What was the use of sorrow in his kingdom? King Dasharatha was a skilled warrior and a just ruler. The influence of the customs and policies of Raghukull, the successor of Raghukull, the descendants of Maharaja Raghu, son of Maharaja Aya, was visible everywhere. From happiness and prosperity to behavior, people followed decorum, were virtuous, purity and peace were everywhere, even in the city and in people's minds. King Dashrath was successful, he had no shortage of anything, there was royal happiness, there was no question of shortage. But he had a sorrow. A small sorrow hidden in a corner of the mind. It used to emerge from time to time, it used to haunt him. He had no children, his age was continuously increasing, he had 3 queens. Kaushalya, Sumitra and many other queens also had the same sorrow in their mind, lack of children, life seemed desolate. The queen's conversation with King Dashrath often stopped on this topic. King Dashrath's worry was increasing. After a lot of thinking, Maharaja Dashrath discussed this matter with his guru Muni Vashishtha, tell him the whole thing in detail, and expressed his concern about the next successor of Raghukull. Guru Vashishtha understood the concern of King Dasharatha and he advised King Dasharatha to perform yagya.
What is yagya?
Yagya is an ancient method of worship by which God is pleased and blessings are obtained from him.
He got it.
King Dashrath's teacher said, worship God through yagya. Maharaj, you will definitely get a son. This yagya was performed under the supervision of great ascetic Shree Ram. The entire city was busy preparing for the yagya hall. Many kingdoms were invited to the yagya hall built on the banks of river Sarayu. Many sages and sages came and everyone made offerings one by one amid the sound of conch shells and chanting of mantras. The last offering was of King Dasharatha. The yagya was completed, the god of fire blessed Maharaja Dasharatha. After some time King Dasharatha's wish was fulfilled. All 3 queens gave birth to sons. Queen Kaushalya gave birth to Rama. Sumitra had 2 sons, Lakshmana and Shatrugna. Queen Kaikeyi had a son named Bharata. There was happiness in the palace, congratulations were played in the city, auspicious songs were sung, every in a festival-like scene. King Dashrath was happy, his wish was fulfilled. The people's question was that King Dashrath's worries were removed. A big ceremony was organized and the city people came from far away. King Dashrath gave full respect to everyone and sent them off by giving them clothes, grains and money. The 4 princes grew up slowly. They were very handsome. When they went out to play together, people would never take their eyes off them. The 4 brothers had great love for each other. They obeyed their elder brother Ram. Bharat and Shatrugna were a different pair while living. When the princes grew up, they were sent for education. They became skilled and proficient in their knowledge. They acquired knowledge from their teachers. They studied the scriptures and studied the art of weapons. All 4 princes were sharp-minded. Soon they became proficient in all the knowledge. Ram was supreme in this. He also had other qualities like prudence, decency and love for justice. King Dashrath loved Ram the most, because he was the eldest son and also because of these human qualities. the four princes grew up to be a little more marriageable, and it started being discussed in the city. Maharaja Dasharatha also wanted suitable daughters-in-law for his children. Discussion was already taking place among the family members. Later, the priests were also included in it. A discussion was going on in the royal palace of Ayodhya, then a gatekeeper came in nervously. He informed that Maharishi Vishwamitra has arrived. Maharaja Dasharatha immediately left his seat and stood up and moved towards the door. Maharishi brought Vishwamitra to the court with respect and gave him a high throne. If you have heard the story till now, I hope you will like this story. Going forward, this story becomes even more exciting, in which Vishwamitra puts a very strange condition with King Dashrath. Further story in the next video.
I will listen to a story even further. I am enjoying it very much.